Welcome, Gemini. Thank you for tuning in to your reading for August. How are you doing? I hope all is well with you guys. So August is around the corner, and we just had this new moon in Leo energy, and it's been an intense situation. Jupiter also just went retrograde, a couple hours after, and there is this shift and change happening. You can't hide from things that are just divinely guided to take place or being removed or being added to your journey. That doesn't have to be overnight, like all of a sudden, like you have all these insights and then, everything just magically changes. No, this is an ongoing series of events. And it's not something to fear. It's not something to be like, freaked out about. But there is natural resistance to it. And that's natural. And that is where you slowly but surely working through and you're getting more comfortable because the changes are happening regardless. They're just happening in the pace that you're willing to accept and allow the change to come in. And for some things it will just be it could feel like a tower moment. It could come unexpected, but I'm sensing that will be with the things that you have delayed upon. Like you knew you kind of had to look in, or you knew that a certain conversation needed to happen. You knew it was coming. You already knew, but been kind of sort of putting it off, delaying it. Then with those type of situations, with those type of communication, it can just kind of feel like it's just all of a sudden in your space, but you kind of knew it was coming. So yeah, those, and then at the same time there's also this release, because then you can just sort of let it go because it was on your shoulder, the weight was there, it was just not being recognized as such. But I'm sensing this month, but like August will help you, like Leo season will definitely help you to become like, to regain that clarity more in like who you are and the energy you hold and the place that you have in your own life and in other people's lives and just in the world at a grander scale. And I'm sensing, like, because I kept hearing, like, I've never felt more like myself, like I've never felt more clear about me and who I am. So that's something that is coming up this month. Those are the gifts that you receive for doing the work, yeah, this month your energy speaks louder than your words, and I know you have a lot to say. I love that, don't get me wrong, I really do. I'm just saying, it still is like you can speak all the right words, but if your energy says yes and your words say no, they will, like, it will be picked up on also by the universe. If you're like trying to get something done and you kind of feel really insecure about it, but you're like constantly giving yourself those positive affirmations, but your energy is just not in it, it's just not aligning, the universe will respond to your energy. Your energy is very loud this month, so be conscious about it in a sense of that. Work with it, let it work for you. It can definitely also really work for you. Instead of repeating confirmations that sort of bring in this resistance within you, do things that make you feel good, that make you feel loved, that make you feel happy and balanced. And so more balanced energy will come to you. It's like the energy you put yourself in is a great manifester and attractor this month, okay? Just a side thing I wanted to give to you. And mostly like making new memories, jumping into opportunities, all of those things that just up here. Maybe have some Taurus in your energy, because that's something I got strongly for Taurus as well. Yeah, so that's what I was channeling for you guys. Let's just jump into, first of all, we'll get an oracle card out, and then we'll jump into the tarot. Okay, Geminis. Here we go. You have Mercury. And you just have that third house, that energy, coming up for you, like your third house new moon, which is you, and it is the third house, your house, and it's ruled by Mercury. And then you have Mercury coming through. Open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Wasn't I just talking about carrying a weight around? Speak up with love and be heard. Speak up with love and be heard. Mercury is coming through for you guys. It's backing you up. Like I said, I've never felt more like myself. That energy I was feeling, that is Mercury. Mercury, you know, it's like he seems very unsure about who he's, you know, who he's at. Beautiful. Such a beautiful artwork. Okay, I'm gonna read that one from the book because I just feel it has something extra that I wanted to say. Let me see if I can find it on a whim. No, then I'll go to the intro. It's Mercury. Here we go. 82. Okay. Let's see. Open all levels of communication now. Important messages, information, and insights are being shared. You may hear from an old friend or a family member, or have an opportunity to finally understand a loved one you've not had an easy time with. You may be able to clarify situations where you feel you weren't heard probably, or were misunderstood. Get things off your chest in a loving way so that you can clear all the roads to love in your life. Listen to communication is a two-way street. Sorry, listen as well, because communication is a two-way street. Mercury is here now to allow you to hear clearly and be heard. All right, so Mercury, definitely like call up on the energy of Mercury. So like Mercury, think of this guy, you know, like that. Come in and help me with this communication. Come and help me with this meeting I have at 4. Please help me, guide me to express myself in the right ways and for them to understand where I'm coming from. So, and also let me be open to listen to their side, and so we can come to a mutual understanding and can clear out this energy. It's just setting the intention and calling up on that energy and just allowing its assistance to take place will definitely help you take those leaps of faith and have those conversations that, like I said, some of those we've been putting off. But it's not that now you're already too late. It's just sometimes in divine timing, the delay that we might experience on a human level was exactly perfect, and it was there, and it helped you guide you someplace and help you to even tap into things deeper. If you don't have a person in your life or a situation that makes you go to certain places, try to figure out on a deeper level, why does it make me feel that way? Why am I just triggered? Or why is this a pattern between me and that person, or between me and a, you know, a situation, job, your money, anything. If it doesn't never happen, you stay on the surface because there's so much to do and so much distraction on the surface. But when something is just sort of bothering you, and it's like this iceberg down, you know, underneath the water, and you're like, I need to get to the core of this, because of that delay and the frustration that can come with it, actually guides you down there, and so you can come back up and get the answers, you know. So that's something I'm sensing for you guys. I'm very mercurial today as well. Talk. All right, already I forgot to flip the thing, but it's okay. Let the sun come down. All right, here we go. Knight of Pentacles with the Devil. Yep, that's the thing. It's like having a turn of events happening with something that you just felt like, yeah, but that's just life, or that's just me, or that's just, you know, my life. Like, that's just how it goes. That's just, I actually, you know, that's just my place, or that's just what happens. And coming out of the place of feeling that you kind of just have to accept the stagnation, or accept the burden, or accept the weight, because it's just simply easier than try to get somebody to, you know, go into the depth with you, because they just refuse to. But with the Knight of Pentacles and the Devil, I'm sensing something that has been an energy block, that has been bothering you, or looking at yourself in a certain way, like not a realistic reflection, and made you overspend. Not maybe, yeah, financially, but also really energetically. Like you've overextended yourself, or tried to make up for things, or it's like, some of you it's guilt, for others of you it's just wanting that harmony, wanting that peace. But I'm sensing that turn of events will take place, and the King of Wands is here, and it reminds you of your strength. So you started with the Knight of Pentacles, with an idea, with something that you would love to have but don't really believe in, because once again I was sensing that energy underneath the table. But that turn of events puts you in a much more powerful position. I'm sensing that your energy levels go up, you feel vibrant, your energy is, just different. It's just starting to become more fiery again, and you're starting to pick up the pace of Leo season and start to allow certain things to bloom and blossom within your heart. Temperance, yeah, healing. Oh, so beautiful, Gemini. Just a pathway towards healing, towards the sun. It's like now I understand where I'm going, because I've accepted where I'm from. It's a little bit an energy that I'm sensing, because the Knight of Swords is here. Yeah, it's like you have this thing. You're still showing up. I'm not seeing any paralyzed energy. But it's a lot to carry. With the Page of Cups, it almost feels like you try to fit into something you weren't fitting into. And you tried, and you really did. And you had the best intentions. Obviously, you really had really good intentions. Yeah, I don't feel like Geminis have like bad intentions. They don't even have, you guys don't even have time for all that. It's like, But I am sensing that regardless of if there's someone around you that's normally very bubbly, is now very low, you see them at a low point, just there's no one else that can get them out of that slump, out of that energy than you. Like, you just show up as this beautiful, great, energetic being and just lights them up like a Leo will do, lights up the room with shining the sun. It's like, hey, there's more to live for. Hey, there's a way out. Hey, it's okay. But just so you know, there are other options. So reminding themselves of their strength, and maybe this is what you're doing. You're just like, I have cried one too many times over this stuff. I'm now going to face this. I want to remove this. I want things to feel lighter in my life. Knight of Cups, exactly. So that's already promoting, like, I'm sensing that, yeah, that level of peace and harmony and things. You're willing to do the work for that. You have the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords. There's no, like, instantly when you start to notice that either another person's starting to dance around the fact, you put them straight. It's like, no, we're having this conversation, okay? Just cut the bullshit. You BS, sorry. Let's have this conversation. Or don't try and act like you're good when I know you're not. Let's talk about it so we can get it out of the way. And the same you're doing with yourself. It's like you're not trying to make yourself feel better by telling yourself you're fine. It's like, no, you're getting to the core thing so you can actually start to feel better. Just understand that it's about the long-term solution, because my left hand is starting to itch. And so there might be some overspending or some financial struggles, or below the surface. And once again, it's with great intention, but it can be looked at. I'm hearing like budgeting, and it's not the most fun thing, but money is going to flow regardless. But sometimes there's a little bit of a lesson, in a little phase where things are just a little bit stagnant. But it's starting to itch. I'm sensing like that regrow was coming out. Because my right hand is very peaceful, so the in-stream will continue, and you're putting a stop to the out-stream so you actually can collect it. This can also be an energetic energy. It's like you're receiving energy from something and not instantly just spreading it out there, and so you be left, how do you put that? Like repleted of your energy. So yeah, it's like, yes, you could do more, but doesn't mean you have to. Yes, you have more to give, but doesn't mean you should. You can also, like a little bit of an amount and a little bit of love and attention and, devotion to something or someone is also enough. You are enough. you're enough if you're not giving it all that you have to give, because it's okay to divide that between other people, multiple situations, multiple desires and goals and dreams, because this is a month where you can really make some stuff happen, like you really can. So you also are allowing yourself to have those honest conversations, like where have you been wasting your energy and time on? And I'm just saying, you know, it's like, it's true having that real talk and real justice and real balancing of the scales, not with just the band-aid, but ripping up the band-aid. It's like, okay, let's look at this wound. What do we need? How can we take care of it? How can it heal? How can it never come back? How can it become the version of this, you know, wound it's supposed to become? And that's the healed version. Look at that, Queen of Wands. Yeah, then we might need to put some stuff on it that will sting a little, but that doesn't mean that that's not good. Look how beautiful that is. Yes, you are releasing the resistance of allowing someone to come in, of allowing someone to explain themselves. It's like you are getting to the core. And that's just puts you in such a better energetic connection, and just overall feeling so much better. Everything is overflowing. Wow. Wow. You are a natural leader, Gemini. Natural leader. And once again, like, this is the thing. What I said right in the beginning, I've never felt more myself, or I've never felt more clarity about who I am and what I want and what I'm here for. And you being recognized as such. It's like, yes, Gemini. It's beautiful. It's very powerful. Woo! Girl. I love this. I love this. Okay. I'll give you one more angel message, because they are strongly around you this time. All right, Gemini. What's coming up? What's coming up? If someone retreats from you this month, and you kind of get insecure about it, and you have like all these thoughts and feelings about it, don't, because they're just literally doing the same thing that I was just talking about. They're also doing the work. Okay, it can only benefit the relationship down the line. But if you waste this energy on worrying about why someone is retreating and focusing upon themselves, and like sort of reflecting it back to you, like, am I not good enough? Why am I not calling? Did I say something? Did I not say something? Should I call? You know, it's like, no. It's like, okay, good, they're retreating. Good, I'm gonna do the same. Not because there's anything wrong. It's just like we're two individuals and just focusing on our own stuff. Fine, good. Healer of action and helper of action. So there's that healing and help, you know, on getting things in movement again, Gemini. It's beautiful. You see, you're so blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you can take the time to plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So get busy, Gemini. Follow your instincts and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic. And so you can do anything, and can do anything with a smile. Beautiful, because we do have the Queen and the King of Wands. Once again, if you are in line with someone and they're sort of retreating, it's because they're getting in alignment with the new you that is birthing and is regrowing. Okay? They say this is a time when you can do whatever you set your mind to if your heart is open. You're being asked to do many things at once. And I do want to, one sec. This is not an open heart situation, but this is definitely taking place because the Ace of Cups signifies that you're healing this. You're walking away from those blockages, from this being on the fence with the Nine of Swords. You know, this is an open heart. You see the heart is even there right in the cup. That open heart energy is making things overflow. Okay, moving forward, they say you're being asked to do many things at once. It's exactly the same thing here. I told you it's going to be busy. You won't mind as long as you know that you're making a difference. This card indicates someone who's very loving, who's intelligent, who's passionate and fun, which could definitely describe you, and it does, okay? This person can handle difficult situations with grace. So hype up the grace, go with the flow, and look at this little this little Leo lion in the corner. He's like, we got this. Cats, you know. Observe cats, okay? Observe cats this month. Not only because we're in Leo season, but they just have this ability to be the most cutest, fluffiest, intriguing creatures, you know, and then have this really savage moment. And they're so lovable that they're so freakingly forgivable. Even if you're walking around with scratches, you still think about them all the time. Okay, so that's the thing, Gemini. That's the thing with grace. All with grace. All right, once again, looks really, really promising. Don't run away from the solutions, but you got this, okay? You can do this. You got this. All right, I love you. Have a great month of August, and I'll be back soon. Bye.